everyone, a very good morning to everyone. I hope you all are fine and doing well. So in today's class, we are going to discuss all about 2026 June CAIIB BFM examination, how to prepare, how to start, and what will be the strategy, everything we are going to learn in this session. So I hope that I am audible, my screen is visible, everything is okay from my side. So let's start with this session. Basically, if I talk about the syllabus of the BFM, just let me give you the intro of myself. You can just read me about me. That is all about me. So if I talk about the BFM is one of that subject that everyone is saying that it is very complicated, it is very hard subject, and according to me, just you can trust, you only have to learn or understand these concepts. This is completely conceptual based subject in which you have to learn about the concepts. There are different types of concepts are there in this particular basically subject. So bank financial management, where we are going to learn about 4 modules. Every module is completely different. I will tell you the strategy, how to use the time, how to manage the things. That video is very interesting for you. So this is the subject that is covered in CAIIB examination conducted by IBPS. Everyone is saying that this exam is one of the complicated exam. This exam is very hard. But I can say that this exam is hard. If you have the right knowledge of concepts, you can easily crack and you can easily score good marks in that particular subject. So if I talk about the modules, there are 4 modules. Module A, Module B, Module C and Module D. So let's talk one by one. Module A is all about international banking. International banking, like how to do export, import at international level, right? That means first chapter is all about exchange rates and forex business. Forex business, like foreign exchange business, how to deal with the markets that are located in the foreign market or at the international market, how to determine that 1 US dollar is equals to 1 rupee, like what is the rate of 1 rupee in comparison to dollars. What are the FEDI? FEDI is a self-regulatory organization established in 1958. What are the different dealing rooms in which we have front office, mid office and back office. Front office is generally a profit center for a bank. Mid office do the risk management and back office do all the settlements and reconciliation. So we can say foreign exchange and exchange rate and forex business is one of the important topic. In this chapter you will see a lots of concepts, and apart from the concepts you will see lots of things that are very useful at international level, right? So this is that in this chapter. Then we have next, that is LRS. How can a resident remit the money outside India? How can a resident remit the money outside India or can receive the money from outside India? In this, there are lots of things like permissible and non-permissible remittances. What are operational guidelines? What is TCS? And what is the meaning of this capital account transaction? Capital account transaction means where it alters the asset and liabilities of a person, and current account transactions related to the transactions, those affect day-to-day operations, right? Then we have correspondent banking. What is correspondent banking? In which basically if a bank is there in the India and that bank does not have branch in another country in which that bank having the customer, so in that case that bank will deal or will contact the bank of that country and will say that you will provide the say services to my customers. then I will provide you a fee. In this, we are going to learn about SWIFT, CHIPS, CHAP, RTGS, NRI accounts, and what are the facilities that are available to the non-resident Indians, what are the housing facilities, what is the meaning of Loro, Oro, Vostro, Mirror account. Then documentary letter of credit. What is documentary letter of credit? Basically a agreement between two parties, between two banks. One bank is related to the importer and another bank is related to the exporter, right? They have to do business, they have to do a agreement to make sure that importer and exporters doing their business without any problem. In this, we are going to learn about lots of things. Very long chapter, conceptual chapter, including case studies. We are going to learn about UCPDC, URR 725, 745, Incoterms, and lots of case studies we are going to learn in this, right? Then facilities for importers and exporters. What is the facilities? What are the facilities are there for the importers and exporters? First of all, exchange and trade control guidelines for the exporter. Then what are the facilities for exporters? What is the meaning of gold card scheme? What is EDPMS portal? Factoring and forfeiting, most important. And what are the guidelines related to the exchange and trade control guidelines for importers? What is the meaning of IDPMS? What is trade credit, supplier credit, and buyer's credit? And the case studies on export finance. Then ECB, external commercial borrowing, is a type of loan. Which type of loan is this? And important chapter, conceptual chapter, and in this we are going to learn what are the prohibited sectors where investment is not allowed. What are the list of documents for refund of foreign investments, and what is the actual meaning of ECB, how the importers and exporters use this technique of ECB. Then different types of risk, role of ECGC, definition of risk, different types of risk, and various types of risk in the international trade. Country risk, ECGC, all about ECGC, policies, products, and some of the common to-do points under the ECGC policies, and also the claims. All these things we are going to learn in this risk in foreign trade. Then Exim Bank, why Exim Bank is important, how the Exim Bank help the importers and exporters, what is the meaning of FEDI, why FEDI is very important for foreign exchange, and then ADR and GDRs, what is the Reserve Bank of India, what is the function of the Reserve Bank of India. All this thing you are going to learn in this chapter. Then IFSC, what is the scope of IFSC in the India, what are the opportunities at the gift city, what are the guidelines. First IFSC is there in the Gandhinagar, Gujarat, right? Gandhinagar, Gujarat. What are the permissible activities at the IBUs? What are the relaxation for the FPIs? We are going to learn about all these things. Then technology in the international banking. Technology in the international banking means why the banks are now using the technology, right? Why banks are using technologies, and what is the blockchain, fintech, what is the meaning of how this fintechs evaluate, what are the digital platforms in the international banking, what are the transactions that using the blockchain technology, what are the challenges in the fintech. All these things you are going to learn in this chapter. Very important. This is the last chapter of module A, but very important chapter, so you can't skip this chapter also. Now we have module B, all about risk management, in which we are going to learn about different types of risk. First one, we have trinities of risk management. These risk, capital, and return, these are the trinities of risk management. We have to learn about this. Then what is the banking book, trading book, risk identification in banking business, banking risk definition, and off balance sheet exposures. Very, very important chapter. This chapter is generally tells about all the things, Basel Accords, Basel 1, Basel 2, Basel 3rd, and different types of pillars of market. And in this you are going to learn about the supervisory reviews and CFEs. So this chapter is very important. Market risk means when the risk is there in the market in for the banks due to changes in the factors of market. So how this market risk is manageable, what are the things, what is the structure, all these things we are going to learn in this market risk. Then we have credit risk. Credit risk is generally when borrower is not able to pay back the bank the loan, the interest, the EMI amount, the EMI, that is called the credit risk. Then operational risk is one of the dangerous risk, right? And this occurs due to people, process failure, or some external events. Very interesting chapter. And this chapter, in this we are going to learn about what is the framework, and what is how to manage this operation risk, what banks generally do to control these types of risk. So very important chapter, and also the one of the dangerous risk, this operation risk. Then liquidity risk management. Liquidity risk management is basically when there is not enough cash available to fulfill the obligations of the bank. How to manage this risk, why this bank is called ICU of the banks, what are the principles in this, how to manage this risk, all the things we are going to learn in this liquidity risk management. Then LCR and NSFR, as I told you, this is one of the most important ratios. Every cycle you will see the question from these two ratios. So these ratios are very much important. Then we have treasury management, all the management of bank related to resources, cash flows, assets, liabilities, all the things related to a bank are managed in this treasury management. It generally helps how to gain profit and everything. That is about treasury management. In this we will first learn how to organize what like organization of the treasury, evolving role of treasury as profit center, the process of globalization, as you know that now globalization is there. Then functions of the integrated treasury and the concept. Then what are the products of the treasury, money market products, securities market products, domestic and global markets, and product of foreign exchange markets. Then international equity and debt products, in which we are going to learn about Indian depository receipt. And you can see some topics are in common with module A. So all four modules are interrelated, right? Some modules are completely conceptual models, some models are basically some numericals and concepts mixture, right? So in this chapter you are going to learn about all these things. Now this is in the treasury management module C. So module C is important, but if we compare with module A, that module A is more important. So it is important to just to understand the whole syllabus, right? And then you can work according to like which module you have to focus more. Now next we have here funding and regulatory aspects. What are the meaning of reserve assets, CRR and SLR, LAF, payment and settlement systems. Then we have treasury risk management, in which we are going to learn about value at risk. What is value at risk? Basically used for model which is basically predict the extreme loss situation. Then what is the use of derivatives in the risk management? Then this we have derivative products, in which we are going to learn OTC, exchange traded product, forward, option, future, swaps, interest rate, currency swap. So generally we can say that BFM paper is a combination of theoretical and numerical questions that generally require a solid understanding of the basic concepts, right? So it is important to understand the syllabus and all the topics. Then we have treasury and asset liability management, how to do management of asset and liabilities. And we have now balance sheet management. Module D, first we are going to learn about all the components of bank balance sheet. Then capital adequacy, about all three pillars. What are these three pillars are actually saying? That is capital adequacy. Then we are going to learn about asset classification and provisioning norms, like what to do. Banks, basically banks have do what when they faces the loss, and is there anything they have to save for their emergency. All these things we are going to learn. And the liquidity management and interest rate management, and most important RA, ROC and profit planning, right? This is a profit metric which is very useful for the banks. So first thing, I am telling you one thing for the strategy, what you can do: understand the syllabus, right? First thing is just understand the whole syllabus. Then after understanding the whole syllabus, identify important modules of BFM. And important modules are A module, and then B, and C and D. These are more important, but you can't skip C and D also, right? You can't skip C and D also. Then there are so many things that you can see, that which topics are attracting you, like you are not aware of topics, so you have to go through with these topics. Then make a study plan for your BFM preparation, because management of time is very important. And always practice mock test as much as you can, and PYQs. Just complete one chapter and give the mock test related to that chapter. That makes your preparation easier, and you can also feel easy while solving the question. So most important thing is here, master your syllabus, then prioritize the modules. Apart from this, self study is most important thing. This is the most important. Give time to the basics and the concepts, because that is very important. If you learn, if you are aware about the concepts, that you can solve easily the questions, right? Practice with the previous year questions. And also mock tests are very important, because it boosts the confidence, right? Create a practical timetable. Manage your personal life and professional life both, and enjoy everything, but just give your time. In weekends you can give on holidays, right? So if you can dream it, you can obviously achieve it, because already are you all are rock star. You already cleared JAIIB, so this is nothing in front of you. Then so that is important. Give yourself time, just analyze all the things, and try to understand what is important and what is not important after doing the analysis. So start your CAIIB preparation for focusing on the most important topic, chapter, modules. Make sure you are customized and following all the things. You are practicing regularly. You are analyzing the things to refine your strength and improve your weaknesses. And if you have any type of issue in the syllabus, in the strategy, or anywhere, just you can tell me in the comment section. I will there to help you out. So thank you so much. Let's meet in our next class. Till then, take care and have a good day all. Thank you.